Okay, let's check it out. Good morning. So this morning, really last night, Kevin and Ethan woke up and did this. So they did the irrigation, turned the ports on. They also did it for our neighbor. We were just the very unlucky ones that had our turn at like 3 in the morning. So sometimes that happens. So Lydia and I woke up and Lydia decided to make
Eggs Florentine.
Eggs Florentine. So we get this recipe from Shay of the Elliott Homestead, and it is so, so good. You basically make this little sauce, you add some lemon juice and greens, and then you pretty much poach the eggs inside of it. So we're just kind of waiting. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. We're just waiting now for those eggs to be perfect. And then we actually sprinkle a little nutmeg on it, and sounds crazy, but it's really, really good. The boys are still asleep. And let's go check on the front yard because that's always our thing. We want to make sure that the irrigation came to the front yard. Looks pretty good. Got
It's been getting to this side better. It almost never gets to this side.
Yep, got all around this side. All the little birds are out eating the bugs. Pretty crazy. That we just had a little bit more roofing that we needed to get, like 1/4 of a square. Like a square is like a pack. So Kevin has to go back and get some of that today. I'm also gonna finish planting the rest of the stuff in the garden. I'll show you what else I've planted. That's the big thing we gotta check later today is, did the irrigation get to my garden area? Because Kevin and I made sure to do a really big berm on the inside so that the chickens couldn't push it down, and then we did, we patched up that hole. So we're gonna go check it later and see if it worked. Okay, let's check it out. Our archaic fence here. Looks good. Irrigation stayed on that side. It soaked through a little bit. But as this kind of compacts down, I think it'll do a lot better. We can scoot the wood chips back and everything else looks great. So as you guys saw, we did snap peas and butternut squash and then just a yellow squash. So we'll see how those all do. And then this row took me a lot of time yesterday. So what I planted over here were carrots and beets and then parsnips. So lots and lots of them. I meticulously planted them. I got the pelleted carrots, so I won't have to thin them. And yeah, I think it's gonna work out really well. So they go all across here, all the way over here. And what's interesting is that in the Jean-Martin Fortier rows, which is kind of what I was mimicking here, at least that's the method I was trying to follow. You know, he says to just do like 5 rows of carrots. He acts like that's a really good thing that you can do 5 rows of carrots in a 30-inch bed. But I found like I could do 7. I feel like as I was spacing them apart, just putting them in like 1.5 inches apart, I was like, I can put 7. So I decided to do more because I just want to really utilize the space, and I've had them closer than that. So I think that keeping them that far apart, doing 7 across, we'll see how that goes. So I'm excited about it. And then the corn, I was able to plant and fill in all the little spots where the birds had eaten them. And so as you can see, I have a bunch of them all popping up here, just a bunch of little guys. And I'm gonna have to look up at what stage I can pull this off. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've grown corn. There's a certain stage to where the birds aren't gonna pull the plants out because the seed down below is kind of like dissolved, or you know, it's not as much a seed anymore. And there was the leek over here is fine. It's a little bit soaked over here, but it wasn't bubbling through like it was before. But we did notice some irrigation seeped through from the front, so we're going to have to put a stronger berm over here. And I have some tarp that I kept over my last row because I'm not quite ready to plant. I'm hoping to put all of my garlic and onions in that last row, but garlic and onions aren't for a couple weeks now. So I'm gonna wait a little bit on that. And I'm just gonna nurture these 3 rows. And then I'm going to, this week, I'm going to plant a bunch of greens and the rest of my broccoli in my raised garden bed. So that will hopefully be nice and filled up, and we'll have a gorgeous fall / winter, here comes the train, of veggies all throughout. So pretty excited about it, you guys. There's a train. Well, it's a quiet train today. And it's nice when there's irrigation because the goats don't come up here by my garden. They hate the water. So they're back there in their area today. It's kind of nice. It's a good day for me to get stuff done in the garden because I can leave the gate open. Okay, guys. You had a stain. That's okay, it's just the rec center. We went this morning with the kids to the rec center and we rock climbed. It was a challenge that my back exercise therapist guy had given me, and it was really cool because I thought it would be really like hard physically, but it was less hard physically and more hard mentally, because as I got higher I was like super worried about heights and falling and all that. So it was really interesting. So we're gonna have to keep doing that every Tuesday at the rec center. And Kevin lifted a ton of weights and almost died. So no, he didn't, he's good. All right, so we're out here checking the rat trap. Last night we did peanut butter. I don't know why that would be any better than dog food, but we did.
Well, there's a whole stream of ants going to it.
There's ants, so I wonder, are they getting the peanut butter or is there a dead rat? That is the question.
No, it's still set.
It's still set? Is there peanut butter on there?
Nope.
Well, here's our theory, guys.
Well, I guess there is a little bit, right?
A little bit. Our theory is that the rat is not concerned at all with our rat trap, and instead all the bugs and everything are just eating the bait. So we might have to do one of those electronic where it zaps them, because I was reading online that that's the best way to catch the rats.
Yeah.
They're smart. They be smart. Guys, look at that gorgeous shed. We're almost finished with it. Look how pretty it is. So Kevin, it just has to do a little tiny bit of the roof, and everything else has been touched up. It's all painted. We have our little walkway over here. Last part is this concrete, and you said he was gonna come build the forms today for it.
So I was thinking.
Just use scrap wood like this and...
No, I was just thinking since there's a joint right there, it'd probably look
Oh,
nice.
to do it like that? No, I want a porch.
Then when you're doing a lawnmower or something, you know, you just go in like that, because if it's a porch like this, then you gotta take your lawnmower and turn and then go like that. But if it's like this, it's better.
Alright, that's true. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. Yeah, then we can go right up to it. Let's do that. Well, we have some ducks that seem to adopt our family. They adopted our water from the irrigation. So I don't know if you can see, but right under that pomelo tree are 2 ducks. You see them? Yeah, they're a little pair. They we get ducks here a lot because they'll fly over here during irrigation and they'll eat the bugs, but these guys have been sticking around. I'm sure they'll fly away though. You guys, guess what? It is Lydia's first day of softball! Yes! All right, show us your softball stance. Perfect! Yes! You're totally gonna win the whole season. The dogs are excited. They are.
These stretches.
All right. Nope, that was wrong. That was wrong. Okay, well cool. So it's the first night of the fall season. It'll be good though, it'll be good. All right, Ethan and I are gonna go do the milking. And by that I mean, Ethan's gonna go do the milking and I'm just gonna like stay right here, okay? Now I'm gonna go water the garden. You see that moon over there? Looks a lot bigger in real life. I feel some rain, folks. Just a little bit. And Kevin was finishing the roof and then he had to take Lydia to practice. And he was like, oh, but what if it rains? And I'm like, oh, it won't rain. I think it is gonna rain. I'm still gonna water though because I don't know how much it's gonna rain. Well, it's actually raining pretty bad out there. So I'm gonna call him and see if it's raining like that at his practice, or at Lydia's practice.
Hey.
Hey, is it raining where you're at?
No.
It's raining over here.
No way.
Yeah, it is. I like, it was just sprinkling a little bit at first, and then like the longer we're outside milking, it's like coming down. So do you want me to get up on the roof and put a tarp up there?
No, it's good. We just
Okay. All right.
Fine.
Well, maybe you guys will get some rain.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I guess he's not too concerned. He put up most of the shingles. There were just a few little spots, so see how it works. And isn't it always the way that it rains on the day that you get irrigation? Like we have plenty of water. So, and I swear it happens almost every time. It's ironic. So you can see it from the light up there, just a little bit. Not too bad. All right guys, that's it for tonight. I hope you have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow.